I was talking to my friend the other day about Jesus, Christ. And I don't remember why, but I happened to mention that Jesus was Jewish. And my friend said, he was? And I said, yeah, Jesus was Jewish. And he said, I don't think so. And I said, that's okay. It already all happened. Doesn't matter what you think. But he argued with me. He was like, dude, Jesus couldn't be Jewish. Think about it. I'm like, you fucking think about it, you idiot. What was he then? Was he Presbyterian? What was he? Catholic? Okay, Jesus was Catholic. And he had a gold chain with a cross. And when they nailed him up, he was like, oh, that's why we have those. That finally makes sense. I didn't even know. Oh, fuck, that's me. I'm the little guy on it. Every religion has a strange story or a rule that doesn't make sense to me, you know? Like, every time there's a terrorist act, they always tell you on the news about how they believe they're all going to heaven, and every guy who does a jihad thing, and he gets 72 virgins. That's right. That's the story always. 72 virgins. Which, first of all, who are those women? Who are the 72 virgins? Does God have to kill 72 nice girls? And, all right, ladies. The good news is you're going to heaven. The weird news. Or does God just make them fresh like farm-raised salmon? He just whips up 72 women. All right, nobody fuck these. I'm saving them for that guy. It's a weird concept. You get your own 72 virgins for all eternity. First of all, they're only virgins when you first get them. Once you start fucking them, it's over. After a week, he's like, I only have 3 left. And 69 whores. That has to be one of the more confusing moments in God's life, when he's handing off 72 virgins to some guy who just blew up a bus in Tel Aviv. And he's like, all right, what the fuck am I doing? I don't even know anymore. I need a drink. But I was raised Catholic, and I ended up walking away from that because I didn't like it. You know why? Because they tell you you're going to hell. And they tell little kids that. You're 5 years old, and the church, with all its majesty and all the buildings and the clothes, they go up to a 5-year-old and they're like, oh, you're going to hell. Oh, yeah. You're going right to hell. And you're 5, and you're like, what did I do? And the church is like, you know what you did, you piece of shit. And you're going to full hell, too. There's no kids' hell, you understand? You're going right to the show. If you're 5 years old, you steal a crayon from your sister, and then you lie about it, you get hit by a truck, you're roommates with Hitler. There's no difference. There's no difference. They take you in a room, and they're pouring hot lead into Hitler's asshole. He's like, ah! And then you walk in there like, all right, step up, it's your turn. Hitler's like, oh, good luck, little fella. Poor Hitler, man. I mean, at this point, he's been down there for 75 years. He's probably nice now. Hitler's probably nice to newcomers in hell, you know. Hi, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty bad, yeah. What's that? Oh, yeah, okay. I was so scared of hell when I was a kid. I remember when I found out that gay people go to hell, according to the church, and I got scared. Because I'm not gay, but what if God thinks I'm gay? What if I come off a little queer to the Lord? What if he happens to glance at me when I hit my toe and I'm like, ow? He's like, I know where you're going, you faggot. I mean, that's their thing. I don't believe that. God doesn't hate you because you're gay. God made you gay because he hates you. No. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. There's no God. The other night, my wife sent me to Walgreens to get toilet paper because we were out of toilet paper because I had thrown it all in the garbage so I could get out of the house. So I'm driving to Walgreens, it was nighttime, and I'm driving, and then I see a deer, and fucking hate deer. I hate them, because they're everywhere up there. I used to live in the city, and I loved deer then, because I was this liberal in the city, and I'd see deer, and you drive with your friends out to the country, and you see a deer, and everybody's like, oh my God, turn off the car, don't scare the deer. It's just so beautiful, look at the beautiful deer. Look how he looks around, it's just so mysterious and beautiful. God gave us a gift, everybody, just enjoy it, just enjoy the gift of the beautiful deer. But now I live in deer are in my fucking yard every day, and they suck. They're just rats with hooves. They don't matter. They have ticks that give you Lyme disease, and they shit everywhere, and they make a noise. Did you know that? They go, oh, they're assholes. They're shit animals. I go out every morning and throw rocks at them, and I try really hard to hit them on the head with rocks. And they don't care. They're like, they don't care. I don't have a gun, but if I did, I would shoot a baby deer in the mouth and feel nothing. I wouldn't feel anything. I just go, oh look, he's dead. That's interesting. I guess that's what happens when you shoot him in the fucking mouth. I go out of my way to kill a deer. I would happily blow 20 guys in an alley with bleedy dicks so I could get AIDS and then fuck a deer and kill it with my AIDS. I would do that in a second. I mean it. I mean it. So I see this deer, and this is how dumb these deer... I hit him with the headlights, and he does that whole thing. And then he won't just go. He's like, can I go? Is it okay if I go? Like and I'm like, fucking go! You're gonna go! He's like, go! I'm like, just go! And then I get close, and then I try kind of get away from him, and then I see him, and he looks at me, and he panics! I swear, and he ran and smashed his body into my fucking car! Like, just fucking destroyed my mirror, just shattered my mirror, broke his neck. I heard him break his own fucking neck. And then he just dragged his stupid deer head into the woods, and he died. And I'm glad he's dead. I was glad right away. I got out of my car, I did, and I yelled into the woods, I'm glad you're dead, you fucking idiot! I hope your dear wife finds you dead and dies of a broken heart. I hope your dear baby starved to death. You broke my mirror, you faggot, cunt, nigger deer. So I go to Walgreens. Kept going. My wife and I, we've been married for about 9 years now, so we're almost done. And after 9 years and 2 kids, you start looking at each other like, no, no, I'm not gonna just keep doing this. Who would do that? We went to therapy for a while, and the therapist was like, one day he goes, you should go on a date. And I'm like, fuck you. I'm not going. I did go on a date with my wife, and I don't think I'm going to call her again. It wasn't really fun.
Some things do get easier as you've been married for a while. You start to understand each other better, and you start looking at yourself more. You spend a lot of your marriage looking at the other person and trying to change them or figure them out. Then you start realizing what you're bringing to the table, and you blame them less for shit, you know? Like, my wife will never fuck me again. I know that now. But I just feel differently about it. I used to get mad. I used to be like, she hasn't fucked me in months. How could she do that to me? Now I look at myself, and I'm like, how did she fuck me for years? She fucked me for years. She couldn't possibly have enjoyed most of those fucks. Which means she took about 500 for the team. You gotta respect that shit. I think it's hard for women to have sex if they don't feel like it. It's not a skill they have generally. Men have it, that's just different. We have different sexual skills. Men can fuck whatever, we don't care. We'll fuck you if we don't like you, everybody knows that. But we'll fuck you even if we don't feel like fucking you. Even if we're not hard. Like, I'll fuck you, give me a second, I'll find a way. We don't care. We'll fuck things. We'll fuck a rusty keyhole nailed to a donkey's ass. We don't give a shit. We are jizz on demand. We just have we don't care. Women have another skill, which is that they can decide whether or not to have sex with their minds, which is amazing to me. A woman can decide not to fuck in the middle of fucking. That is so weird to me that they can just stop because of some other shit that distracted them. If I'm fucking you, you could show me a picture of you cutting my mom's head off. And I'll be like, whoa. As soon as I come, we're gonna have a talk about that picture. That's really...
I was on a plane once, and I was flying first class because I had a thing. I fly first class, who cares? Just, that's the way it is. I'm not like you. I'm not. All the things you do, I do a better version of all those things. And it's only for another year at the most, believe me. It's not gonna last. It's been about 8 months, I got a year left, and then I'm back to being just like you. But for now, it's pretty good. So, I'm in a first class seat, and first class is so crazily better. It's so much better. You get a bigger seat, you get food, but also you get to sit, and first, you get to sit before anybody else does. They sit you down, and you get to just sit there with champagne and watch all the sweaty, just miserable, all the single moms hefting their stroller and the kid. And you're like, oh, that looks heavy and nobody's helping you. That's a drag. And you get to just... Anyway, so I was on a plane, I'm first class, and a soldier gets on a plane. I see soldiers fly all the time, because that's how they get to the war. They fly on a shitty airline. You think they get to go on a cool green plane with a red light and go, go, go! No, they just go to Delta, and they just wait in line to go to a war. And they always fly coach. I've never seen a soldier in first class in my life. It could be a full bird colonel. He's between two fat guys in coach. And they're always nice. I've never seen a soldier get on a plane like, hey, I'm in the army. Fuck you. I have a gun. They're always like, oh, yes, sir. Thank you very much, ma'am. It's like having an extra flight attendant. They help everybody put their shit up. They're awesome. And every time that I see a soldier on a plane, I always think, you know what? I should give him my seat. It would be the right thing to do. It would be easy to do, and it would mean a lot to him. I could go up to him, hey, son. I get to call him son. Hey, son, go ahead and take my seat. Because I'm in first class, why? For being a professional asshole. I'm in first class because I talk about babies with big dicks. That's what got me my seat. This guy is giving his life for the country, he thinks, and so he has to sit. But that's good enough. That's good enough. The fact that he thinks it. I'm serious. He's fucking told by everybody in his life system that that's a great thing to do, and he's doing it. And it's scary, but he's doing it, and he's sitting in this shitty seat. And I should trade with him. I never have. Let me make that clear. I've never done it once. I've had so many opportunities. I never even really seriously came close. And here's the worst part. I still just enjoyed the fantasy for myself to enjoy. I was actually proud of myself for having thought of it. I was proud. Oh, I am such a sweet man. That is so nice of me to think of doing that and then totally never do it.
And it's more fun having kids as a divorced father. It really is. When I was married and I had kids, I didn't enjoy it as much. We didn't have a good marriage, so it's over and everybody's happier. By the way, people who say you have to stay together for the kids, it's bullshit, because staying married for the kids is like holding in a shit for your entire life. For the kid. And that's the kind of person you become. Even your kids, Daddy, can we go to the park? Shut the fuck up, don't fucking talk to me right now. I see married couples together all the time, and sometimes it's sad. They just become the dumb and cunty show. That just becomes... Like, whenever I see a married couple on a plane, you know when a couple first gets on the plane and they're just so upset because they couldn't fight all day because they had to keep moving to get to the flight. And now they're sitting and they can put, but they're on a plane. So they get on fucking... I saw this couple once in a supermarket, and I felt really bad for them, especially the guy, because I could see he was making mistakes that were, once you get divorced, you realize there's a lot of shit I could have fixed just by getting my head out of my own ass. Like, I saw this guy, is a guy and his wife, and she's got a cart full of, it was a supermarket, she had a cart full of stress. She had a very stressful shop, and she's standing there, and he's with his personality annihilating phone just and she's standing there like, and she says, "Can you help me?" And he's just, sports. And she says, "Can you help me?" Like she's trying to find his frequency. "Can you help me?" And she just goes, "Oh," and she just walks away. And I looked at him and he had this smug look like, "Yeah, it's right, babe." And I just thought, you idiot. Like, I wanted to go up to him. I didn't, because I don't talk to people at all. But I wanted to go up to him and I wanted to say, "Dude, just go find your wife. Wherever she is, go find her and just touch her shoulder and just say, 'What do you need, babe?' That's it. Just go, 'What do you need?' And I swear to God, you'll be fucking her in the ass in the store. In like 10 seconds, you'll be fucking her in the asshole. That's how easy it is to fix your marriage. 'What do you need, babe?' 'Oh shit, just rub jelly on it and shove it in my asshole.' 'Oh my God, I love you. Just put jelly on your dick and fuck me in the..." "Honey, there's jelly right there. It's right in front of you. It's right." "Don't get raspberry, it has seeds. Come on, can you have a brain? Just..." That's really dumb.
I prefer the city. I do. Even though it's weird, my kids get bombarded by strange things, you know? They see all kinds of stuff, big billboards, sex billboards, you know? Calvin Klein, weird chick with a stripe of cotton like this, and she's like this, like with a weird. The American Apparel girls are like. I have garbage in my pussy. So, I put pennies in my vagina. I was on the subway one time, and I'm standing on the subway. I wasn't holding anything, I just like to stand like this. This would be a weird kind of aggressive stance to take in New York. It's not quite threatening, but if you just walked around the city like this, people are like, okay, just go ahead, man, fuck. Anyway, I was on the subway, and I heard this sound from back here, from behind me. I heard this, And I was like, it's a crazy person. You hear that sometimes. And then I hear it again. I'm like, all right, I want to look. I want to see the crazy person. I mean, what's the point of living in this city if you can't fucking take a look at the crazy guy? So I look over, and it's not what I expected. It wasn't a big homeless guy with 2 pairs of headphones that don't work. It was a young woman. She looked like she was like from Michigan or something. I don't know. Really sweet looking young woman. She's got a sweater and with a collar over it and a ponytail and a little like book bag, and she's just standing there. And I'm like, she didn't make that noise. I heard wrong because she didn't make the noise. And as I'm looking at her, she goes, and I'm like, fuck, this is like a dream. This is not the person that usually does that. She did it 3 more times. What is happening in the world right now? And then she does this. She goes, la 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 la. La 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 la. And I realized, oh, she's like a music student at like Juilliard or something. I don't know. She's like 20 years old. So she's like just doing her vocal exercises right on the train. And you know what? It wasn't charming or nice. It just seemed arrogant to me. Because she's like, I'm in New York City studying music. And I do my vocal exercises right on the train. La 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 la, everybody. La 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 la, tired nurse who just did a 14-hour shift. And I was like, well, is it okay if I shave my balls on the subway? Is that okay? I love America. I love it here. It's not what it used to be. It's kind of a, you know, me and my wife and kids, we live in upstate New York, and it's one of these areas where we're in a suburb of Walmart, basically, you know. It's just Walmart and Walgreens and Rent-A-Center. Do you know what Rent-A-Center is? Do you know what goes on in a Rent-A-Center? People go to Rent-A-Center to rent like a chair. Or a couch. How shitty is your shitty, very shitty life that you need to rent a lamp for $40 a month? And then you go broke and you gotta go, honey, they're gonna take the lamp today. Because we didn't pay the lamp rent. So I go to Walgreens. I just kept going. And Walgreens is depressing because it's a drugstore, but they sell whatever. I go in there, they're selling sweatpants. Right when you walk in, a big rack of sweatpants.
It's a drugstore, but they're like, somebody brought them sweatpants, they said, fuck it, they'll buy them, but just put them out, it's fine. Right next to the sweatpants, vodka. Big plastic squirt top jugs of shit vodka. How depressing is that? Sweatpants and vodka. That's a whole identity right there. You could buy those two things and just go be that guy in the parking lot of the Walgreens. You know that dude in the sweatpants and no shirt just laying there? His belly's the color of the pavement. He's like a chameleon. He's been sleeping there so long. You know those bums that smell amazing? Like you kind of can't help fantasizing about really smelling them on purpose. I don't know if you do that, but when you smell a bum and you're like, what if I just really dug in there on purpose and wow, like did he change me or? And I go to Walgreens and they're selling, I'm going to the back of the pharmacy too, and the pharmacy is the most depressing place in the world. People in Walgreens are just milling around in flip-flops and hitting their kids in the toy aisle, like beating their kids in front of toys. And then they go and buy medication and they don't have insurance. They think they have insurance and they way don't. And every moment, it's like a hidden camera joke on all these people. It happens, it breaks my heart. They come up, they have a prescription. They're really happy because there's a solution to their problem in their hands. The doctor said, take that, you'll be fine. So they give it to the pharmacist and he goes, yeah, it's gonna be $40,000 for that. And the guy's like, what? But I have insurance. Now we called, they said, fuck you. No. And then the guy always gives him like chewed up gum with hair in it and says, take this is what you get. This is your... And they always ask, is this as good as the other one? Fucking no, of course not. The other shit would have cured you completely. And we got shitloads of it too. But none for you, you poor faggot. Go home and die. My daughter, my little one, she's a great kid. She tap dances. She likes tap dancing. We figured we should have her start tap dancing because by the time she grows up, it'll be the 1930s again. And she'll have this thing she can do that nobody enjoys watching. You know what the audience is for tap dancing? The parents of tap dancing children. That's who's watching it. They do a big show at the end of the tap dancing school semester, and all the kids get up there and they dance. The whole school. They get up there in groups of threes. There's about 6,000 kids. And they do about 20 minutes each. So the show's about 7 months long. And everybody dies at the end. But you go because you want to see your kid tap dance. Who wouldn't want to see that? Watching your child tap dance is an amazing event because this was a baby. She was a baby once. She was just like this. That's it. And now she's going like this. But in order to watch that, you have to sit through all these other kids that you don't love at all. In fact, you hate them for not being your kid and making you wait. These kids face a whole audience of just two people that love them, and then everybody's just, get the fuck off, you fat little bitch. Hurry up! And there's grown-ups. There's adults that take classes at the school, and they get up there and they tap dance. But get off. Nobody's here to see you. You're 52, your parents are dead. Get off the stage. Nobody came to see you. Nobody came from work. Nobody came from work. Nobody who you approached. Hey, so I'm taking tap dancing lessons lately. Yeah? Yeah, I really like it. Okay, it's great. Yeah, so anyway, we're doing a show at my school on Saturday. Do you want to go to it?
Seriously, can you give me tickets? I'm dying to see that. Really? How long you been? 3 months? Fuck, I can't wait. That's my favorite thing that'll ever happen to me. I take my daughter every Thursday to the tap school. I take her in there, put her in the tap shoes. She goes in the tap room. I sit in the waiting room. And I wait there because it's only 40 minutes. It's not enough time for me to go anywhere. So I just sit there and I listen through the wall. And then she comes out, I'm tired, I don't want to do this anymore. Good, don't. I don't want to bring you. I don't care if you do it. Quit now. I don't push my kids with the activities. I don't get that, because you got to do the shit too. I don't care what she does. Daddy, I'm tired of soccer. Soccer is out of our lives forever. With those words from thine mouth. Don't do anything, honey. I don't care. Don't go to school. I don't want to get up at 7. You don't need it. I have money. Just stay home and eat the food in the house. Just stay home and eat. You and your sister don't have kids, and then we all three of us die. We're done. That's my goal. I just want to have enough money that we can lock the door and eat the food till we're all dead. Daddy, what are we doing today? Go to the food room and pick something out. Go back to bed. It's all that's required of you. Thanks for getting through the traffic. I drove here, and on the way here, I saw a bumper sticker on a car, and it said, tell your girlfriend I said thanks. Isn't that a little personal for a bumper sticker, really? A bumper sticker should be like, hey, I'm in front of you, whatever, you know. Not, hey, I fucked your girlfriend. You want that on your car all day for whoever's behind you? Tell your girlfriend I said thanks. How does he know I'm not behind him, just getting mad and crazy, taking it personal, motherfucker? I follow him home. I get out of my car in his driveway with a pipe. What the fuck does that mean? Thank her for what exactly? Wait a minute, you fucked my girlfriend? Then you made that bumper sticker and found me in traffic and got in front of me? Motherfucker. And I just beat him to death with a pipe right there in his driveway. And jerk off on his corpse. Didn't need that part. Didn't need it. Story was totally complete without the jerking off on the corpse. It's too late. I was at a bar the other night. Doesn't matter where because I'm lying, but I was. On the 2-year-old. My 2-year-old, she wakes up every day now at 4 o'clock in the morning. Every day, just wakes up, hi, fucking happy to be awake at 4. That's what offends me. Because if she woke up at 4 like, I can't do this shit, I'd be like, oh, dude, you're fine. I'll just have some coffee, we'll play cards, it'll be okay. But she wakes up, hi, and I gotta get up. I'm the one that's gotta get up because my wife pushed her out of her vagina 2 years ago, so I'm the one. You know what? She didn't even. They cut her open. Who can't do that? Wow. I'm the one that had to watch that shit and keep a poker face for her benefit. That ain't easy, because she doesn't know what's going on. They have a sheet, and they just start. They don't go, we're going to divide you into 2 things now. They just start cutting, and she's looking at me all, hey, what are they doing? I'm like, fucking nothing. Jesus! That is weird! She's just cut off, and the doctor's like just digging in there, looking annoyed, like he's trying to find his passport in a carry-on or something. Yeah, excuse you, kid, just fucking. Ah! And my wife tried to give naturally. She really worked on it, and I supported the goal, but it didn't work out. And she really tried. We got tapes. They gave us tapes of births, and I don't know if you've seen these things. But they're pretty heinous, and it's only because they stopped making them. Like in the 70s, people stopped letting themselves be taped. So it's all these sort of Swedish hippies
There's a lot of just shitloads of hair and this big bush, just giant hippie bush. And they just pushing out these big. And they gave us a tape for some reason that was a bunch of just the moment of the birth cut spliced together. Like 20 of them, like one of those porns where just the jizz shots one after the other. Like it was just big, like fuck, I can't look at all that. So we had ours, and then 2 years later, I'm watching the kid, and there's no really lower parenting skills than watching your kid at 4 o'clock in the morning. You don't do nothing. Just make them not die. That's all it is. Just sit. I don't even turn a light on, just make her play in the dark. Daddy, I want a story. Fuck you. Fuck you, the end. Here's your little story. You kiss my ass. You got me up. I'll throw you in the garbage. Because I need to come. I need to. Coming is a need. I came the first time when I was 12 and I haven't skipped a day. I come every day. And I've fucked maybe 20 times in my life, so it's just been me doing most of the work. And I really, I jerk off way too much and it upsets me. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's so selfish. I don't know what it is, but I know it's bad. I know I'm hurting somebody somewhere. There's something wrong with it. Like I was thinking the other day that you can figure out how bad a person you are by how soon after September 11th you masturbated, like how long you waited. And for me it was between the two buildings going down. So I had the feeling that I had to do it. I had to, otherwise they win. That's the way I was looking at it at the time. It was a strange time for all of us. And I know you all waited a whole week because you're awesome, but I just couldn't do it. A boner's a boner. It's gotta go. Something's gotta happen. Boners they ruin everything. And I really hate boners. I hate every one I've ever had. I remember the first time, I was 9. That's the worst thing about a little boy's life, is that you start getting boners when you're 9. And you don't come for 3 fucking years. It's 3 years of just vicious little boners. They don't go away. You just pass out moaning in a ditch somewhere. And you wake up, you're still hard. It's awful. If you ever see a 9-year-old boy on the street, just give him $20, because he's very unhappy. Or suck his dick, however you feel like you can help him out. I remember that, man. I remember being 9 and just being hard and not knowing why or what to do. I just would rub my dick against stuff. That's all I did. Everything. If I was sitting in front of a car, I would just press it against the car. Like, oh. It's warm from the sun. It's good. I used to run home from school after school so I could fuck my whole house, basically. I would just fuck the house. I'd fuck the walls and the floor. If you have a 9-year-old at home, he's fucking your house right now. Because that's what we do. We had a corduroy couch. That couch was my bitch. I fucked it all day. Just humping with no results. Just frustrated. I used to do weird things with my dick too, like I'd close it in the refrigerator door. I don't know why. I just liked the pressure. I liked that one side was metal and the other was that accordion, like rubber with a magnet in it. The cold air on my balls. It's good, it's good. I don't know why, it's good. I don't know how I ever got laid, really, because I was awful at it. I still am. I never understood, like, there's guys that just have this confidence and they can, like, go out with a girl, know when to lean in and kiss her and shit. I couldn't, I would just go, "Could I ever fuck you?" Like, I just blurted it out. I remember one night I was with a girl, I was like 20 years old, I was already doing stand-up, and I did a show in Washington, D.C. And after the show, one of the waitresses came back to my hotel, she was really cute, and we're making out in my hotel, and she's into it, she's like humping me. So I start putting my hand up her shirt, and she stops me. I'm like, okay. So then we're making out more, and I start putting my hand on her ass, and she stops me. So after a while, she went home, nothing happened. And then the next night I saw her at the club, and she goes, hey, what happened last night? I was like, what? And she goes, how come we didn't have sex? I was like, because you didn't want to. She's like, yes, I did. I was really into it. I was like, why did you keep stopping me? And she goes, because I wanted you to just go for it. I was like, what does that mean? She says, I'm kind of weird. I get turned on when a guy just gets frustrated and just holds me down and fucks me. Like, that's a big turn on for me. And I was like, well, you should have told me. I would have happily done that for you. And she says, no, it has to feel real and dangerous. I'm like, what, are you out of your fucking mind? You think I'm just gonna rape you on the off chance that hopefully you're into that shit? I'm an idiot. I'm getting kind of a rapey vibe from this girl. I don't know. I suspect she might enjoy being raped. Maybe that's her thing. I don't want to ask first and ruin it, so just take a shot and rape her. What the hell? What's the worst that could happen after all? Jesus. But my other daughter's 13. She just turned 13. And those are the years, where the parents ahead of you are like, yeah, yeah, wait till she can. That's when you get it, baby. That's what they actually say. It's really confusing. I'm not scared of my daughter being 13. Some guys, they're literally afraid of their teenagers. They're like, I don't know what she won't. Hi, she won't do anything. She won't do anything I tell her to do. It is fucked up talking to a teenager. Because you're like, honey, you gotta do your homework. Nah. Okay, you gotta do it though. Not gonna do it. Okay, well, I'm making you do it. Now. Well, I'm not gonna do it. Okay, will you do it later? When will you do it? I don't know. Okay, well, I'm gonna move out. So you do it when you want. Because this one thing that's it, I'm done. It's a little fucked up. I love my kids though, and she's 13, she's weird now, and I still love her. A lot of guys, they really freak out when their daughters get older. Like my friend's daughter's 16, he's like, I don't know what to do. She's gonna start having sex. I don't know what to do. She's gonna have sex now. What do I do? I'm like, you don't do anything. That's not your area. You're the dad. You have no role in her sex life. None. Not advisory or supportive, nothing. But what if she has a bad sexual experience? Oh, she's gonna have a number of those. Oh, yeah. She's gonna have some of those. Her whole life is gonna be just walking through a blizzard of bad dicks that just keep... Ah, shit. All the dicks... Shit, that's a... Look, just trying to get to work. Yeah, man. They're coming. The dicks are coming. It's a whole cloud of dicks. Get the pussies in the barn. The dicks are a-coming. Just a storm of dicks. Anyway, I'm 47 years old, and all right, there's no, nothing. 47 is not a year. Nothing happens. 18, you can vote. 21, you can drive. 47, you get to be out of breath. You get to just kind of stand there.
And you know what I realized is taking a huge amount of my breath? It's this. This is demanding blood and oxygen from my system. Do you know that when you make fat inside of you, you also make vessels and things that feed it? And every breath you take, like a quarter of it goes to just this worthless shit. And this, I've had this so long, it's like a prosciutto now. It's just hardened, and it's this thing, and my blood, I can feel my heart like trying to feed it. Oh. Ah. My arm's like, could I get some blood ever? My heart's like, I can't do it, man. I got it. Fuck you, you're no help. All you do is jack him off and hold the remote. My heart and my arm are not friends. I don't care. I used to want to get in shape, and I'm so glad to let that go. It's a huge relief to forget about that. Because my whole life I've been like, I really should get in shape, though. Like, I should just start tomorrow and really work hard and do crunches. And then get really, come on. And the next day I'm like, I'm still not doing it. But sometime around last year I was like, don't do it, man. Don't do it. Don't want to do it. And I don't. My only goal for my health is this. I want to be healthy enough and in good enough shape that if you find out that I died, you ask what happened. That's all. When I die, I want you to wonder how I died. I don't want you to just go, yeah, well, sure he is. Yeah, of course he's dead. Of course he's dead. The only shock at this point is if you find, oh my God, he's still alive? Oh my God. Oh my God, how?
I'm 52, and I like my 50s. I like this part of my life. It's my favorite so far. I'll tell you why, because I can still move around pretty good, and I don't have long to live. I view that as a positive, because life is a lot of pressure. The more life you had ahead of you, the more problems you have. Like if you're 20, you might have 70 years to try not to be homeless or alone during. But I got maybe 24 years left. I can handle that. Like that's an amount of time. I'm like, yeah, I can fucking do that. I can cover 24 years. And it gets easier every year less that I have. Like I bought a winter coat the other day. I was like, this is my last coat. I don't need a bunch of these. It gets easier. I used to think I need to find a woman who will be with me forever. I need a string of girlfriends at this point. Just a few more I need 3 women in their 40s to get me through my 50s. And 2 in their 50s to get me through my 60s. And then when I'm 75, 21 years old. That's when I'm doing that. 21, she gets the rest of my money. Just blow me to my grave and keep the change. That's the offer on the table for anybody who's 21 when I'm 75. She hasn't been born yet, but we'll see what the new crop brings. My French girlfriend, she's 42, which is perfect. She's pornographically hot, but she's willing to fuck this mess. Because you have to be over 40 to have the compassion and the sense of humor to fuck around. She likes to be on top, which I think is because that's the best that I ever look, is laying on my back. Because all the skin lays where it belongs. Like it just drapes nicely. I look about 49 and a half when I'm on my back. And if I get on top of her, it comes off, it comes away from the bone like barbecued pork. And this shit, when you hang this, it's all red and bumpy. It's like the roof of a cave. It's a nightmare. And my tits are like flappy triangles with red tips. They look like candy corn that somebody stepped on. Some people get to be 90. That's incredible. Anybody that gets to be 90, I think that's special.
Because 90 means you survived like 3 wars and 50 hurricanes. You gotta be special when you're 90. When I see somebody who's 90, I'm like, you did some shit. You killed somebody. You did something. How'd you get this far? 90's special. You should get something for being 90. It shouldn't just be the same shit. It should just keep being just as hard. When you get to 90, couldn't that be some kind of a finish line? Some kind of like all right, here, you get a silver thing on you and you get to, take it easy. Give him some Gatorade, give him a back rub. Fuck, he's 90. But it's not like that. It's like, happy birthday, you're 90, pay the fucking rent. It just keeps going. I mean, 90-year-olds shouldn't have to worry about anything. If you get that far, and we could absorb that as a nation, there's not that many people that are 90. We could just let them do what they want. My friend's grandmother, she's 90 years old, and she wants to get marijuana because she's in pain, but she's in a state that won't let her. How is any drug illegal for a 90-year-old lady? Let her have anything she wants. It's a victimless crime. Who the fuck is getting hurt? When your 90-year-old grandmother has a bag of heroin in a house and she's like, fucking yeah. Who's getting hurt? Give her a bag of heroin. You're not gonna go see her. Give her a bag of heroin. I mean, I've never tried heroin, but from what I've heard, it feels really fucking good. But it has a huge downside. But if you're 90, the downside, it's gone. It cannot hurt you if you're 90. What are you worried about? She's gonna ruin her career. You can't give her heroin. She's just gonna want more heroin. Well, get her more heroin then, and keep giving it to her. If you're 90, you should be allowed to just like walk in a store and just take shit and just walk out. Let her have it. She'll be dead in a week, you'll get it back.
But you know who I feel sorry for? Who I really feel sorry for is a gay man's sperm. Just think about that. That's a tough destiny. Being a sperm inside of a gay man, this is hard luck. Because if you're gay, that's great. But your sperm is not gay. Your sperm is just excited, like, we're next, fellas, here we go. That shit right there? Who's shitting this chick's pussy?
I gotta buy drugs all the time because I got kids. Kids are like buckets of disease that live in your house. And you get sick from them all the time. I got sick last week. I had a flu that I caught because my daughter coughed into my mouth. Just hit me right in the back of the throat. Like, thanks, honey, I'm sick right now. I can feel it already. She did this, by the way, because she's trying to tell me a secret. And she thinks you tell secrets into people's mouths. She takes her whole face. Which is inconsiderate, borderline retarded behavior, if you ask me. And by the way, she's 5. 5 years old. What secret does she have that I really need to hear? Like, she's gonna tell me a secret and I'm gonna go, holy shit, are you serious? Oh my God. Honey, I won't tell anybody. That is fucked up though, seriously? She got an abortion on Christmas Eve? Oh my God. She's 5. 5 years old. You know what that means? Nothing that she says matters. She's never said anything actually important in her entire life. I literally could have missed every word this fucking kid has ever said, and nothing would be different. Everything would have been exactly the same. I enjoy the things she says. They're beautiful and poetic. I love hearing them, but I don't have to fucking hear any of it. And that's an important distinction. If you're a parent, you just start making it. Because you can't listen to them all the time that they're talking, because they're talking all the time. And they just talk whenever. They don't give a shit what you're doing, or if it's a good time. I'm in a shootout with the cops, and she's telling me all kinds of shit. She doesn't care, because she's 5. They're self-absorbed people. They have no ability. No 5-year-old ever goes like, no, go ahead and finish. I'll tell you after. It's fine. They just can't. And sometimes it's impossible. Like the other day, I was in New York City with my kids, and I got 2 of these fucking things. Remember that, please. 2 of them. And we're in the crowded streets. I got this one here, the 2-year-old. I'm carrying. She can walk, but she won't. She's a bullshitter, so I'm carrying her. And she weighs like 20 babies, this kid. She's tiny, but she's got the density of a dying sun. I don't understand how she's this heavy. It feels like a fat raccoon holding a bowling ball. That's what she feels like. And the pain in my shoulder is intense. And it's sending signals to my brain like, you don't love her, just drop her. She doesn't matter. Just let her die. So I'm fighting that on this side. I got the 5-year-old like this. I hope it's her. I haven't looked back in about an hour. I'm just dragging somebody tiny just through many strangers' thighs. Briefcase corners are hitting her in the temple. I don't give a shit. I'm in a hurry because my pocket's vibrating and my wife's calling to see where I am, even though she sent me to do this shit. And I'm yelling into my pocket like she can hear me. I'm fucking coming! Shut up! And this one is talking the whole time. The whole time. With a tiny voice 2 feet off the ground. What am I gonna listen to this shit? Really? What am I gonna take a knee every 2 seconds? What's that, sweetie? Go ahead. What's that? What? Excuse me, sir. Go ahead. It's fine. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes dogs are brown. That's very true. It's a good thing I didn't miss any of that shit coming out of your stupid face. What kind of a father would I be if I pretended to listen to that?
But it's tricky, you know, if you're trying to teach your kids right from wrong, you got to choose a side often because not everybody agrees on what's right and wrong. So how do you know, Like abortion, some people think it's murder. Some people don't. I think people should get abortions, like a lot, like as many as you can. You should try to get a lot of abortions. You know why? Because it creates jobs. More abortions, more jobs. For the doctors and the nurses and the dumpster guy. Everybody gets a job. They have to work. How are they gonna feed their kids if you don't kill yours? You gotta think of everybody. Abortion is a big topic, of course, because Roe v. Wade was overturned. Roe versus Wade, of course, we all know what this is. This was a court case. Roe was a woman who wanted an abortion. And Wade was the baby, I guess. I don't know. I'm just assuming. I never found out who Wade was. Wade must have been the baby. Anyway. But now that we don't have that, every state has to come up with their own law based on how people feel. They have to listen to people and see how they feel. I think most Americans feel, on average, the same thing about abortion. They feel like people should be able to get abortions if they need them, but, just keep it down a little bit. That's all. That's just go ahead, but, come on. Do it, but don't be like, woo-hoo-hoo! Like, just. So we need a law that covers that keeps it available but limits it. Here's what I think we should do. Let's make this the law. You can get an abortion anytime, anywhere, but if you get an abortion, you have to eat it. I think that's fair. Because that'll keep it, that'll make you, fuck, I gotta eat it? I better do it soon. Just trying to make everybody happy, you know? Some Catholics believe that contraception is murder. They think if you wear a condom, if you stop a sperm from getting to an egg, you killed a possible baby. By that logic, I could say that any woman that won't fuck me is a murderer. Let me tell you, there's a bunch of murdering bitches out there. But
my wife took the kids out the other day. When she just, it's the most amazing thing is when you get to be alone in your house. As a dad, you never get to be alone, or as a mom. But when the other parent takes the kids out and you're alone, that's fucking awesome. And I think I'm getting older because the way I use that time has totally changed. I used to have, Jerkfest 2006. Are you shitting me? Jerking off in my own house, alone in my own bed, taking my time, go through my wife's shit for pictures of her friends I want to fuck. Everything was awesome. But I'm older now, so I don't do that. I don't care about that. Now, when everybody leaves, you know what I do? I just shit for hours. I take a big, long, beautifully private shit with nobody fucking with me. That's my dream in life, is to take a shit without people fucking with me. Because when you have kids, first of all, the other parent starts banging the window on the door. Get out of there! Help me! Or my 4-year-old walks in while I'm shitting. She just fucking walks in the room and does a little dance. I'm like, get out of here. My asshole is this big, I'm pushing a shit out right now. I don't want to see a cute face at this moment. That's traumatizing. And so when they leave, even if I don't have to, I just shit for a fucking hour. My ass dries out. I don't care. I stay there because I love shitting. That's how old I am. I love to shit. It's my favorite thing. I don't know why they call it number 2. I think it's easily the best one. It's in my book. It's number 1. But no, it's hard. Having kids and being married, it's difficult. And whatever. But my youngest daughter really likes dolls, and she has an American Girl doll. Her mom bought it for her. I wouldn't have bought her that shit. Bunch of rubber fucking crap. I don't know if you're aware of American Girl dolls, but American Girl dolls are these rubber dolls, and they have outfits and they have accessories. It's kind of an amazing world. And I was in California with my kids, and I took my daughter to the American Girl doll mecca. It's this store, and it's like a museum of the dolls, And they show you what each doll has. There's all these different dolls with different personalities, There's Caroline, and Caroline is a princess, but she really hangs out with the poor folks. It's always like, this one lives in a mansion, but she just thinks it's silly because she's cool. And they have all these accessories. They have horses, these beautiful horses. I was a grown man, and I'm like petting this toy horse. Hey, boy, that's okay, boy. They have bicycles, like a nice fucking bike. Like a bike that if you were this big, you could totally ride it. It's got a chain with oil. It's a fucking bike. Amazing shit. And I'm looking at all the dolls and their different personalities, and the one in the end, there's one black doll. They make one black American Girl doll. And I'm like, oh fuck, I don't want to see how that's different. I just don't want to know. Please let them have just made it the same. Couldn't they have just taken whatever chocolate rubber and poured it in the same molds and give them all the same cool shit? So I go in there into the room for the black doll. It's Addie the black doll. That's not what they call her. It's Addie the black doll. She's just Addie. She's black. I go in there, and there's Addie, and guess what she gets to have? Guess what her accessories are? She has a bucket. That's
She has one whole bucket. Go to the fucking store and call me a liar. You will see a little black doll sitting on a shitty wooden bed with a ripped quilt on it. And she's just looking at a bucket. That's all she has. It's shocking. Caroline has a silver hairbrush and a sleigh. Addie gets a fucking bucket. Who's buying this doll? Who would want to buy that doll? Who's taking their black daughter and, come on, this one's for you. Look in here. Look what she has. She gets a bucket. Well, can I get the bicycle from the... No. That's Caroline's bicycle. Who is this for? The only kid that could possibly want this doll is a mean little white girl that wants to buy a black doll and say, you only get a bucket. I was on a plane once and there was 2 babies on the plane and other people. It wasn't just me and 2 babies. That would be weird. You're going somewhere, you get on the plane, there's just 2 babies. They're just standing there. Come on, we're leaving. He's the pilot baby. I'm the other baby. No, that's right. I'm not gonna get on the plane. No, you babies have a good flight. I'm gonna find another way to get there. I don't like the way this flight is starting. All right, here's a real story. I was on a plane. There were 2 babies on a plane. They were both crying. I don't think they knew each other. They just were both crying. I've been on a lot of planes with crying babies, and I started to wonder, is there a reason that babies cry in planes? And I looked it up. It turns out there is a specific reason why babies cry in airplanes, and it's because they're upset that gay people are getting married. Yeah. And I don't agree with them. I think if you're in love, you should do whatever you want. I don't think these babies should be trying to force their values on other people. But they don't get it. They're babies. They're being babies. I have 2 children, and they've both been babies on planes crying. I've held a crying baby on a plane more than once. And I see people get upset, and my sympathy for them is pretty marginal. Because when people are so selfish, when a baby starts to cry on your plane, you feel like that's happening to you. Like, this is gonna ruin my flight. Well, take a look at the parent. Because this is somebody who's holding a crying baby right on their own face. Okay, which means, by the way, they've been traveling with a baby all day. Which means, by the way, they have a baby. So their life isn't even good. They don't like anything. Nobody that has a baby likes anything anymore. They just walk around, okay, fine, shit. People like, it's beautiful, yeah, whatever, yes. Yeah. The only joy in a baby haver's life is when it's crying on a plane and it's now bothering other people. Yeah, you listen to this shit for a minute. Wah! I used to walk around the plane. Yeah, huh? Wah! What are you, 20 years old? Listen to this shit. Wah! People look at you when your baby's crying. They look right at you like, I fucking love it. I love it. I love when they do that. I'm like, hi. Yeah. I remember this one time, this businessmen are amazing because when they fly, they feel like the whole plane is their private plane that we all glommed on or something. This guy's reading the Wall Street Journal and
My baby's crying. My baby's so upset. And the guy looks right at me, right in the face, like, Like, could ya? What? Oh, I'm sorry. Is this bothering you? Let me just...
You all just clap for a dead baby.
I saw a guy peeling a banana the other day. That's another banana juice because did you hear the other one ended with banana? Banana. I got 3 banana jokes, by the way. This is number 2. Okay. I saw a guy peeling a banana on 6th Avenue, and it bothered me. And I'll tell you why. Because it's the way he peeled. When I peel a banana, I hold it around here. I peel down to my hand, right? This guy holds the banana at the bottom. And he just peels the whole thing all the way down. It felt like a guy at a urinal pulling his pants all the way to his ankles. I was like, dude, TMI with that banana right now. What are you, making a smoothie on 6th Avenue? What are you doing? The banana was like, hey. You don't even know how much you're gonna eat. I have a bruise right here. Kind of got lost in the banana shame there. You want to hear the other banana one now? Yeah. All right. Okay. So, I was at the grocery store, and I needed bananas. So, I go over to where the bananas are, and there's a black woman at the bananas. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, I swear. I understand. White people are very scared of discussing bananas and black people in the same conversation. I understand. If I have a black friend over, I would never offer him a banana. I don't know why, I just wouldn't do it. Hey, you want a banana? Why the fuck you asking me? Hey man, I'm sorry, have an apple. I'm really sorry. These are just the facts of the case, all right? I was in the store, looking for bananas, and there was a black woman at the bananas. And I didn't want to go there while she's there because of COVID. We're all giving each other space. So but I do want to be next. So I'm waiting. And she's kind of taking a long time. And the longer she takes, the longer I am a white man watching a black woman choose bananas. And this is an awful thing about the world today because I know I'm not doing anything wrong, but I feel fucking bad. I feel fucking bad. So I went to the strawberries. And there's a fucking Jew with the strawberries.
Here's a nice one.
That's the Jew. I'm not gonna do the black woman. No, I'm not. You know why? Because I'm not afraid of Jews. That's the bottom line. I'm not scared of Jews. I don't find Jews to be frightening. Unless you're in Palestine, then they're terrifying. It's very different. Over there, they're like, the Jews are killing us. And here we're like, really? The Jews? We've been slapping them around for years. Anyway.
This banana's too hard. Well, this banana's soft, but I'm not gonna have it till Tuesday, so I'm gonna buy the hard one and wait.
Just trying to be fair. Just trying to be fair to the Jews. Lord have mercy. Anyway. Don't worry, I'm an old man. I'll be gone very soon.
I would like to be a better person because I got kids. And I want to, pass on a better. But sometimes it's not clear what the right thing is to do. Like one time I threw a candy wrapper on the street. And I didn't do it like, yeah. I just, yeah, take that shit straight. I did it because I was, like shaking. I wanted the candy. Anyway, I was with a friend who said to me, "You just littered on the street. Don't you care about the environment?" And I thought about it and I said, you know what? This isn't the environment. This is New York City. This is not the environment. This is where people live. New York City is not the environment. New York City is a giant piece of litter. It's like the giantest, next to Mexico City, the shittiest piece of litter in the world. Just a pussy, runny, smoking, stinking piece of litter. So if you have a piece of litter, what are you supposed to do with it? You should throw it on the pile of litter. Because if you don't, if you put it in a receptacle, then it gets collected and it gets taken to a dump in a landfill, and then or it goes on a boat and it goes out and gets dumped in the ocean, and some dolphin wears it as a hat on its face for 10 years. This hat that never dissolves on its face. Oh, Jesus.
The other day I got a Cinnabon. Do you know what a Cinnabon is? Let me explain Cinnabons to those of you with self-respect who just walk right by shit like that and have no idea what dudes like me are eating. Because the line at Cinnabon is not a varied group of people. It's not all kinds of folks trying out a Cinnabon. It's not like there's a skinny Chinese girl and a little dude. It's just... And no one's happy on the Cinnabon line. No one's like, I love these, they can't wait. No one's excited to get one. It's all dudes like me or fat or standing like, oh, fuck, I'm getting a Cinnabon. Oh, shit. I gotta cancel all that shit I was gonna do too, because this is gonna be... Here's what a Cinnabon is, let me explain it to you. It's a 6-foot-high cinnamon swirl cake made for one sad fat man. Even if you have a vagina, you're a man if you're eating a Cinnabon. In that moment, you're a man. It's a sticky, hot bun, and it comes with a little tub of jizzy hot syrup. It's hot cum. There's no way that's not hot cum. How is that not hot cum? They should call it a fat faggot treat, just to... just to make us say that when we... Because we don't slow us down. We don't give a shit. Yeah, give me a fat faggot treat, please. Yeah, with a hot cum. Dude, I don't care. What do you think, I have integrity? I'm buying a Cinnabon right now. I'm buying a Cinnabon at the airport that I arrived at. You understand why that's extra disgusting, right? When you're leaving, if you're at your destination, when you're at the airport, you're leaving, you can go like, oh, I gotta eat. I need food, and because I might be trapped in the sky forever, and I should eat right now. But I've landed. The trip is over. I'm 20 minutes from my house where I got bananas and apples and shit. And I'm sitting on my luggage just fucking eating a Cinnabon with a fork and knife, just It was a shitty one too. It was old. The dude at the thing, he was about to take it in and close, and I was like, no, give me that now. And he didn't want to sell it to me. He's like, this is very old. Please don't buy it. Don't buy it. It's too old. I was like, dude, I'm eating that. That's what's gonna happen next. You decide if we're gonna be in the paper tomorrow, but that shit's going in my face. I already made the shitty decision. Don't ruin it. Just give me the jizz. Ooh, yes, thank you. Just drinking the jizz with my eyes closed. The Cinnabon jizz. Big fat faggot that I am. I'm a fat faggot. I don't care where I am. I really don't give a shit. I'm not interested in where I am ever. I've been doing this for 25 years. I don't even know how long anymore. I'm not impressed by the places. Like, I was in Chicago. Every time I go to a city now, everybody's like, oh, you gotta get the... No, I don't. I don't have to get anything. I don't care. The two most boring things in the world to me are civic pride and civic rivalry. I'm from Boston. That's a very divisive city. Somebody always goes, woo, then somebody else goes, boo. And I really want them both to just fuck themselves and die. Because those are both stupid impulses. I'm from Boston. I'm not proud of it. Everything bad happened to me there. That's where I squirted diarrhea in my underwear in gym class. Boston! Why would I... And if you're gonna boo a city, if you're gonna raise your voice and say boo at a performance because a city was mentioned, you better have a really good personal reason. Like, the whole city of Boston raped your mom. The entire city. Every citizen they made her comfortable and they just raped her for months. It took so long to organize. It was like a coat drive. It just went on and everybody got a thing in the mail. I gotta rape that lady in a month. I gotta get off work and... Men, women, old ladies, why do I have to do this? Newborn baby girls, they just fucking fucked your mom. If it gets that bad, you can go ahead and boo Boston. I understand. And even then, that's a pretty weak response to the mass raping of your mom by an entire city. You're just gonna go boo. Why'd you boo? Just not a fan. I don't like it. There's the Red Sox. Nah, they raped my mom. They all did. Boo. I was talking to my friend the other day. I have this friend. You ever have one of those friends? You ever have a friend who's just an idiot? Well, this friend of mine, he's always talking in cliches. That's what I hate about him. He just talks in cliches. And he doesn't even say one that matches to what I was saying, you know? Like, he's just got one ready for when it's his turn to talk. You know, whatever I say, I'll be like, oh, I locked my keys in my car. And he's like, yeah, well, don't shit where you eat. What the fuck does that mean? Like, oh, I forgot my sister's birthday. Yeah, well, payback's a bitch. I like those people that use old sayings, but they don't know how they end, so they just trail off. You know, people are like, yeah, well, a bird in a hand. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't think you know what you're saying. A bird in a hand what, you idiot? You know what I do? I just make up my own endings, because nobody gives a shit. Nobody's listening to you. I just go, bird in the hand is like a man in the sand. You know what I mean? When in Rome, you gotta grab the hand of a badger's dad. That's what I always say. Yep.
Anyway, you know, I got kids and sort of what I'm trying to say. It's hard having kids because it's boring. That really is the hardest part of having kids. Ask any parent, what's the hard part? Is it looking after their health care? Is it making sure that their education? No, it's just being with them on the floor while they be children. It's just, they read Clifford the Big Red Dog to you at a rate of 50 minutes a page, and you have to sit there and be horribly proud and bored at the same time. I hate Clifford the Big Red Dog. I hate him. There's 50 books about Clifford the Big Red Dog. 50 books. There's 7 books about Narnia that cover the birth and death of a nation and mice with swords and a lion who's a god. They did it in 7 books. 50 books about Clifford the Big Red Dog. And they all tell the exact same story. Look how big this dog is. That's it. That's it. Look how big this dog is. It's the whole book. Here's how big he was at the firehouse. Here's how big he was at Thanksgiving. Who gives a shit? You just drew him big. You just on purpose made him bigger than people. It should be, look how big I drew the dog in this book. Isn't that a mistake? There's no story. You maybe even just drew him closer to the page. I don't even know if you did it honestly. Tell a story about Clifford. Make something happen where maybe he steps on a policeman and shatters his spine and it's devastating to the community. He hangs on for 2 months and then dies. And there's a whole, funeral with bagpipes and everybody's crying. And Clifford gets the death penalty and there's a whole book about his appeal process and how he found Jesus, but everybody said it was bullshit. And the cop's wife was like, I want that dog dead. And then he goes to the chair and they shave all his red fur off and now he's Clifford the big pig dog. And they put him on a big funny electric chair that the town got together and built.
I never had a period in my life where I was like really going hog wild with the babes. It was late for me when I started having sex. I was 18 before anything happened to me. My girlfriend gave me a hand job. First thing that happened to me sexually ever. And I mean, it was awesome. It was great. Because nobody had ever touched my dick. Nobody in the world had touched my dick. My dick had touched a lot of things. Because that's what you do when you're a young boy. You touch your dick to many surfaces around the world. Just fucking looking for anything that feels good enough that you don't have to talk to a girl. That's the whole... But finally, I got this girlfriend, and we're making out, and she reached down, and she put her hand around my dick, and I fucking lost it. First of all, I came immediately, and also I started farting as I came. And... No, I started farting. It wasn't just... It was throughout, and she's laughing. Ha, 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 ha. That's how my sex life started, okay? That's how it started. Fucking shame and depression. Before that, it was just me masturbating copiously, happily. I loved it. When I discovered masturbation, I was so happy. I loved it. Everybody loves it. Nobody's, oh, this fucking sucks. It's pretty universally liked. But, I remember when I first started, and I thought I was the only one doing it. And then I told my friend Jeff, and he was doing it too. So we started, that's his real name too, it's kind of fucked up that I'm saying his name. But anyway, we were comparing notes about how we masturbated. And I did it, I was 11, so I was going like this, which I actually did it like this for a long time, because nobody teaches you how to jerk off. So even once my dick grew, I kept doing it like this.
And then I saw a movie where somebody went like that, and I was like, oh, fuck the whole hand. That is genius. Awesome. Easily one of the best fucking things I ever discovered. I still sometimes, this is awesome. So smart. So smart to use the whole hand. Awesome. To this date, I'm like, fucking, whoever fucking, yeah, awesome. But anyway, Jeff did it totally differently. Jeff didn't, we would lie on his stomach. He would lay on his stomach and press his dick into his palm really hard, and he enjoyed the pressure. And some kids do it like that. I looked it up online. By the way, it fucks your dick up, so don't do it. Don't do it. It does fuck your dick up. But he didn't know, so he was pushing his dick into his palm. And I think sometimes he would put a book behind his hand, like he just liked the pressure. And he couldn't get enough pressure. So he said to me, maybe if I sat on his ass while he did this, it would be better. So I did. I sat on his ass. And I remember that moment. I'm sitting on Jeff's ass while he jerked himself off, and I remember thinking to myself, is this gay that I'm doing this? Or am I just a really good friend? Maybe I'm just a good friend. It's weird to think now that I fucking sat on an 11-year-old boy's ass while he masturbated. I mean, I was 11, so it was cool. Now I'd get fucking crucified for that shit. I didn't know what I had, boy. Whatever. All right, easy. Easy.
Without any further ado, please welcome Louis C.K. Come on.
Thank you. Hello there. Hey. Okay. All right. I'm gonna talk to you for about an hour, and it's weird. It's weird what I do. Somebody asked me once if it takes confidence to. Nobody asked me, but I just want to talk about this. If it takes. It does take confidence to do this. It takes not a general confidence, but a specific kind, you know? There's lots of kinds of confidence. There's personal confidence. I don't have much of that. Personal confidence is like a man wearing white pants. That takes, you know, tremendous confidence and optimism, really. To leave the house in white pants like it's gonna be a great day. There's gonna be no puddles or pizza, nothing. I could never wear white pants because I'll get my period, first of all, I know that. Or diarrhea, more likely. That's really my period. Diarrhea. About once a month, I'm like, oh, fuck, here we go. Better just get home and don't make any big decisions today. It's true, don't make, if you have diarrhea, don't negotiate. It's a bad bargaining position. If I have diarrhea, you stand between me and the toilet, I'll sell you my house for 10 cents. So that's one kind of confidence. Here's another kind, moral confidence. Moral confidence. That means knowing that you would do the right thing, knowing that you wouldn't do something wrong. Moral confidence. You can have that in your daily life because a lot of your days are the same. But what if you were in another time? I would love to believe, I feel confident that I would not have had slaves. I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have had any. Even if I lived in 17 whatever, in Virginia and all my neighbors had slaves, I would have been like, you guys are dicks. I can say that, but it's easy to say that now because you can't get no slaves. You just can't, you can't get any. That's why you don't have slaves. It's not because you're better than back then people. It's because they're not available. That's a huge contributing factor. It's not a decision you need to make every day, like you're crying your groceries, but oh, fuck, maybe I should, I don't know, I better not, but geez, it would be easier. Because they're not there. It's not like they have slaves at Home Depot. I mean, they kind of do. But, yeah. There are some forms of kind of slavery. You can get a Russian woman to do whatever you want because her family's hostage. That's one of them. But that's still temporary. I mean, you could adopt like a 12-year-old from Bangladesh and... I mean, really, he'll move into your house and do your laundry and suck your dick, whatever you want. But even he gets to leave when he's 18. Although, who wants them when they're that old? I'm just saying, excuse me. I'm just saying that slavery gets rebranded, but it doesn't really ever totally go away. I mean, it's been part of human history going way back, slavery. Even the earliest civilizations in Mesopotamia, I don't know if I didn't go to college, I don't know anything. But the earliest images of human life already had the guys going, ugh, and the guy going, ah, motherfucker. How early did we come up with this? Like from the beginning of human existence, we evolved, through ideas. We were a scared, naked ape, and then we were like, make a fire, it's a good idea. Kill an animal and take his fur, it's a good idea. Plant things and then wait, it's a good idea. But really quickly we came up with, just make them fucking do it. I'm not doing anything. I'm doing nothing. Make them fucking do it. That was like our third thing we did on Earth. So you can have confidence, but you got to be a little, I mean, there's things that people did in history that I wouldn't have done, for sure. Like, I wouldn't have made an Auschwitz. I wouldn't have done that. What am I going to do with an Auschwitz? Yeah, Auschwitz is not one of those where you're like, it was the times, It was a horrible thing, obviously. Auschwitz, horrible. They killed people. They killed children. They killed little children in Auschwitz who could have grown up and moved to Brooklyn and hated black people, and they didn't get to do that. It's terrible. I know. I had a friend who's a comedian in England, and he made a joke about Auschwitz, and he got in a lot of trouble. There was a big shitstorm, and at one point, Auschwitz tweeted about his joke. It's true. It's an Auschwitz with a blue check. So it was like, oh, cool, it's really them, And they tweeted like, that's not funny. Why is the death camp tweeting? Who's running the social accounts at Auschwitz? I got a summer job at Auschwitz. I'm running their Twitter.
But you get older and some things you can't do anymore. Some things you don't want to do anymore. That's a nice change. You feel some desires fall away, new things make you happy. But some things don't change, and some things I'm sick of. Like the constant perverted sexual thoughts. I'm so tired of those. Just the constant, she's sucking. It makes me into an idiot. I'm jacking off to morons and then, look at my tits. Yeah, your tits are awesome. It's just a dumb part of life that I'm sick of. It's all day, too. It's just, you can't have a day. I just want to be a person in clothes walking in a store and I just want to go to a library and ask for, hi, ma'am, I'm looking for a book about early Abraham Lincoln, like when he was like, shut up, wrap your hair around my dick and oh, shit. I'm trying to talk to her. That's really a male problem. It's really a male problem not being able to control your constant sexual impulses. Women try to compete. They're like, well, I'm a pervert. You don't know. I have really sick sexual thoughts. No, you have no idea. You have no idea. Because, see, you get to have those thoughts. I have to have them. You're a tourist in sexual perversion. I'm a prisoner there. You're Jane Fonda on a tank. I'm John McCain in The Hut. It's a nightmare. I can't lift my arms. And for, men, sex is such a constant thing. It's not even sex to us. It's just pussy. That's what we call it. Pussy. It's it has nothing to do with women. It's not about girls or chicks like it was in the 50s. There's no guys anywhere in the world saying, let's go meet some chicks and kiss them on the mouth and see what happens. There's none of that. I sure would like to have a girl, my arm around a girl. This, Vanessa, I love, no, it's not. It's just pussy. Pussy. It's not even a pussy. It's not some people's pussies. It's just pussy. Like big pink balloon letters in front of our faces all the time. To men, it's just an element of the universe. Like it should be on the chart of the elements. Next to tin and ammonia. PY with an atomic weight of 12 or whatever pussy atoms weigh. The sad thing is that for all our obsession about sex and how much we love it, we suck at it. Men are terrible at sex. It never even occurs to us to do it well. Women just make sex great. Women are the good part of sex. They accept the dick with grace and they turn it into art. Or they climb on and they ride. They go for a ride. Men don't. We just climb on. Put my dick in. Put it in. Stuff it in. Fucking shove it. You ever fuck when you're out of shape? You're like, oh shit, my stomach muscles are not strong. We're so bad at sex. And then we wonder why women aren't like really aggressive about sex. We think it's because they don't have as much desire as we do. That's how stupid men are. That we think they're just weird. Women are like fucked up in the head because they don't want to just fuck all the time. If I was a woman, I'd just fuck everybody. Why don't they want to fuck all the time? I do. Of course you do, because when you fuck, you get to fuck a woman. When she fucks, she has to fuck a guy. Wildly different experience. For a man, 100% of the time he's fucking a woman, it's the greatest thing that ever happened in his entire life. For a woman, about 40% of the time she's being fucked by a guy, she's thinking, I'll get over this in a week. It's not the worst thing. I'm not gonna cry this time. Another thing that proves how bad men are at sex is that after sex, you're looking at two very different people. The man just wants to lay there and be cool, and the woman wants to cuddle. Something that men love to make fun of women for. They always want to cuddle. It's so needy. I already fucked you. Just let me watch the game. You know, I'm so cool. I will get up. What are you thinking about? Shut up. Leave me alone. Why is she so needy? She's not needy, you idiot. She's horny because you did nothing for her. You did absolutely nothing. Her pussy is on fire because it's gone unfucked completely. Of course, you're fine. You climbed on and went boom, and then rolled off. And she's on you because she's going, something else has to happen. This is bullshit. If you fuck a woman well, she will leave you alone.
Thanks a lot, buddy.
Some people worry about getting old because they think it means that they're dying, which it does. But this doesn't worry me. I don't worry about dying because I think it's necessary. I think it's something that you just have to do. You should do it. When it's your turn, you should do it. If somebody, your doctor says you're dying, just say, okay, and die. Don't, maybe a miracle. Fuck you, get in the ground. Just take your turn. I really think that way now. I didn't used to. But I do because when I started thinking that way was when my mom died. My mom died a couple years ago of anorexia. She was 300 pounds. She was bad at it. I know, it's fucked up, right? What a piece of shit. Anyway, she would have liked that joke. She would have. My mom's she was gross. And I remember when she was dying, I was alone with her, and the nurse said, "This is imminent." I was like, "What does that mean?" She goes, she's gonna die in a minute." I'm like, just say in a minute. It's so close. Anyway, I was alone with her, and she died, and I was like, "Fuck, they're gonna think I did it, obviously." I didn't want to lose my mom. I really didn't. But we had this one conversation like 2 weeks before she died when we were talking about it. And I said, "Mom, I don't want you to die." And she said, "You'll get over it." That's what she said. And I did. But in the moment, I wasn't willing to accept it. I was like, "I don't want you to go." She said, "But we're going in order. Do you understand? This makes sense. I'm your mother." I'm like, "Mom, stop talking like that. This is sad." She goes, "No, it's not. Look at it this way. Do you want me to never die?" I was like, "No, I don't want that at all." And it helped me get in touch with an important idea, which is that dying is important. It's every generation's greatest contribution to history is that they die. It's the only thing that keeps things moving. It's the only reason there's any progress in the human race is that folks keep fucking dying. Every generation has had a mix of douchebags and amazing people and boring, great, good, whatever, but they're all fucking dead. Every fucking one. Thank God, they're all fucking dead. There's a limit to how much any of the good ones did, and the shitty ones got to stop being shitty. It's a great system. Now when you look at the internet and all these people, you're like, what the fuck is happening? It's okay. They're all going. All of them are gonna die. I mean, you don't want to die. You don't want to die. You don't want your loved ones to die, but that's a selfish wish when you think about what would happen if nobody died. What kind of world would this be if there was nobody, if we still had people here from the 1100s? It's hard enough having people here from the 50s. Just scan the code on the table. There's no menu.
What? I don't understand.
Jesus Christ. You want to go through that with Pontius Pilate and Charlemagne? Fucking pain in the ass. Fucking old people that don't want to fucking just... When you get older and you start going, everything's so crazy now. No, it's fine. Just get the fuck out. It's great. They're not going to make it work for you. You're here for 10 more minutes. Just get the fuck out. If you're in an airport and you're looking at the toilet and you're like, I don't understand how this works, it's time for you to die. That's what that means. These toilets are for the next people. Get the fuck out. I live in New York City, and it's okay there. I live in a nice building. I never lived in a nice place before. When I was growing up, I had no money. I mean, my mom didn't matter. I was a child. But I'm not used to it because it's nice. There's like a pretty courtyard with flowers and a fountain with little marble boys pissing. I don't know. What is it with fountains? Like, all fountain sculptors are pedophiles, basically. You can't get a fountain made without...
Can you make me a fountain? Yes, I'll get started right away. Oh, yes! Yes! It's finished! And it's just little boys pissing on the face of a Greek god that looks like him a lot. It's piss on me forever! Anyway, there's one of those in the courtyard of my building. And my first week in the building about a year ago, I went down to the courtyard for the first time. And I didn't look too good, you know? It was a Sunday morning. That's my least presentable hour. There's a lot of, just stains, just like, food and me and whatever. And so I'm sitting there. So, shut up. Oh. Anyway, so there I was. I'm sitting on the stone bench of this courtyard and feeling a little out of place. There's these fancy doormen and stuff. And then there's this guy looking at me. I notice he's looking at me from across the courtyard. And he's all spiffy looking. He's got brown shoes and he's looking at me like, I could tell he was thinking I don't live in the building. He thinks I just wandered in off the street and sat in the courtyard. I could tell he's thinking of coming over and dealing with me on his own. And I'm sitting there thinking like, oh, please do that. Yes, please, come on. And I'm trying to look even more gross. And I'm like pulling up my shirt. And then I see him go, oh, no, that's not gonna do at all. And he comes over to me. And I'm like, I'm so excited to have this thing. The confrontation where I'm not wrong at all. And he thinks I am. So he comes over, says, excuse me, do you live in this building? And I said, no. Because why not start there? I said, no. He goes, well, then what are you doing here? And I said, I just need to rest. I'm having a hard time. He says, this is private property. And I said, well, I don't really believe in that. Just the worst things I could say from his point of view is basically all the things I was saying. And he goes, well, if you don't leave, I'm gonna talk to the doorman. I was like, can I just stay like 5 more hours? So he's, no, and he goes over to the doorman, and I see him talking about me to the doorman like this. And then I see the doorman going, oh no, that guy lives here. That's okay. And the look on his face, it was just so, this beautiful cocktail of anger and confusion. It's like I had invented a new way to hurt somebody's feelings. That's how excited I was.
I remember the first time my daughter said a whole sentence. That was a big deal because she had never made a whole thought by herself. She just said the little words, and I was doing the dishes, and behind me I just hear her, she just goes, Daddy, I don't like chicken. I dropped my plate. My wife and I cried and hugged. It's a big moment. A week later, I'm making dinner. She goes, Daddy, I don't like chicken. Well, we're fucking having chicken. What are you talking about? I don't like chicken. I don't like you, okay? I don't like you. I don't like people that make me work and don't appreciate what I make for them. You don't like chicken? Make whatever the fuck you want then. Get out of your shitty little plastic chair and make your own dinner. Whatever it is you want so much. I don't like chicken. You'll like the chicken when I shove it up your ass, because that's where it's going if you don't eat it. Seriously. I will grind it up in the Cuisinart and then blow it up your ass with a straw. I gotta feed her. She's gotta eat. When your kid won't eat, you just go crazy because you have a physical need to feed them. It's an instinct. And when they're sitting there just looking at their food, you're like, just fucking eat it! You'll die, you idiot! Eat the food!
I don't like it. It doesn't matter. Put it in your face. They have your footprint at the hospital. They know that I have you. I'm not allowed to let you die, you piece of shit. Eat it. You have a social security number. You're on the grid, motherfucker. Eat. If you're skinny, I go to jail. Do you understand? And I love my kids and I die for them, but my life fucking stinks. It just does. It's what it is when you're a parent. You know, it's all the pleasures are gone. Nobody fucks you ever again. That shit just over. You can't sleep. You don't sleep. You don't eat. You don't eat meals. You just eat at the sink fast, standing up. Some macaroni and cheese that she didn't fucking eat, and that's your dinner now. With people yelling, hurry up, I'm just trying to get... You don't do anything fun. Your single friend's like, did you see that movie? No, I didn't see the fucking movie, okay? And you can't even enjoy being a parent because there's no pride in it because we suck at it. Everybody sucks. We make huge mistakes, and then you just go, whoops, permanent damage there, move on, I guess. My 5-year-old has all these twitches and weird fears. I'm like, good luck with that shit, honey. That's all my handiwork. Sorry. And it gets harder, too. You think it's going to get easier. Like when they're babies, you think that's the hard part because you got to do everything. You got to feed them. You got to put their clothes on. You got to put them in the car. You got to do everything. But you think it's going to get easier because they're going to grow up and do all this shit for themselves. But they're not. They're going to grow up and be able to, but they fucking won't do it. So it's actually easier when they're babies because when you want them to eat, you just take food and just shove it in their face. You got to put on a shoe. You just take a foot and chew on it. Just pull her arms through the sweater. Throw her in the car and keep the door closed. And then you get the parents live for the tiny vacations from their kids. The little tiny, like when you put your kids in the car and you close their door and that little walk around to your own door. It's like a Carnival cruise. It's just the greatest. And you just stand at your door like, okay, fuck, that was bad. Fuck. Whoa, that shit was, what did I say? Fuck, that was bad. Okay, everybody. But I'm not motivated by the money to do a good show. I'm motivated by a responsibility to you because I don't know who's out there. Maybe there's somebody here who has more at stake than I do. Maybe there's a couple here on a first date. Maybe there's a guy here. I don't care if it's you. But I'm only interested in the hypothetical people. There might be a guy here who's been looking at this girl from across the thing they live at. I don't know. He sees her every day across the trench of blood that they live on each side of, and he sees her. And he's never had the guts to ask her out. He sees her, looks at her out the window, and she's putting out the laundry because it's Italy in the 1800s or something. And he looks at her. She's so beautiful. Unfortunately, that's where it's headed. That's the sad thing about being a guy, is that we can't have a beautiful thought about a woman that isn't followed by a disgusting thought. That's just the way that we're built. If you're a woman and a man has ever said anything romantic to you, it's because he left off the second part that would have made you vomit. That's just the way we are. Oh, she's an angel, and I want her to drown in my cum. That's just... That's just the way we are. We're designed that way. We have to be that way, because we have to fuck you, and that's kind of gross. There would stop being people if we weren't pigs a little bit. Because we have to get on top of you and fucking fuck you. You gotta be kind of a pig. Women get to be elegant during sex. They lay back and they pose and they just... Even aggressive women on top get to put their hair up and do a whole thing. But we just gotta climb on and... Like, we just gotta...
That's why we gotta think that we gotta prosecute the pussy. That's the way we have to think. Get on the dick train, bitches! It's the kind of human being it takes to fuck another human being. Anyway, so the guy looking at her. It's a window here. He's just little stains of various ages on the wall. And little circles with dates in pencil. Like a kid's growth chart on a door jamb, but very different. He sees her every day and he never had the guts. Finally, he went up to her about 2 weeks ago. He got tickets to this show and he went up to, hey, Darlene, how you doing, man? I don't know why he talks like that, but whatever. He's, hey, Darlene. Sometimes he just makes noises in an accent without words. Hey, Darlene, you want to go sometime? She says, I don't know, Joey, I don't know, maybe they're singing. So she agrees to go. They get in his car, they drive and they go to the place and they get a thing that we all enjoy because it's local and who gives a shit. And then,
It's a weird selection process that we have. It's dating, really, it's how we evolve as dating. It's how we choose each other. And dating is a real drag for a lot of people, but I always think it's a nice thing. You know, when I see a date, I'm always happy. When I see a couple on a date, because it means people are still trying, you know? You see a couple on a date, it means there's still courage out there. That takes courage to go on a date, for both sides. Two very different kinds of courage. The male courage, traditionally speaking, is that he decided to ask. He went up to a random woman who he has no idea if she's gonna like him or not, and he walked up to her, terrifying. Everything in your body's telling you, just go the fuck home and jerk off, don't do this. But he walked up and said, hi, yes. And she's like, no, give me a second. And you try to get through this membrane of, you know, and then if it works and you say, you want to go out sometime? Sometimes she'll say yes. And if she says yes, that's her courage. And the courage it takes for a woman to say yes is beyond anything I can imagine. A woman saying yes to a date with a man is literally insane and ill-advised. And the whole species' existence counts on them doing it. And I don't know how do women still go out with guys? When you consider the fact that there is no greater threat to women than men. We're the #1 threat to women. Globally and historically, we're the #1 cause of injury and mayhem to women. We're the worst thing that ever happens to them. That's true. You know what our #1 threat is? Heart disease. That's the whole thing. That's it. Just our own heart going, dude, you can't keep doing this. I told you 3 strokes ago that this is not smart. But women still think, yeah, I'll go out with you alone at night. What are you, nuts? I'll get in your car with you with my little shoulders. Hi, where are we going? To your death, statistically. How do they still do it? If you're a guy, try to imagine that you could only date a half bear, half lion. And you're like, oh, I hope this one's nice. I hope he doesn't do what he's going to do.